Last Thursday morning, you could feel the optimism. Everyone had the perfect bracket, and then they played the games. Good morning, Staples.
Woke up cold one Tuesday. I'm looking tired and feeling quite sick. I felt like there was something missing in my day-to-day life. So I quickly opened the wardrobe, pulled out some jeans and a t-shirt that seemed clean, topped it off with a pair of old shoes that were ripped around the seams.
Good morning, Staples. It's Wednesday, March 23rd, and I'm Miley Fitzpatrick. And even though we got snow on last Sunday night, happy spring. And speaking of spring, the winter season is in the books and we turn the page to spring and all it has to bring. We'll preview some of that in our sports section, but it's a long way until then. First off, please stand for the pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
This Wednesday evening from 6 to 8, there will be a very special speaker in our auditorium. Dr. John Medina, author of the New York Times best-selling book Brain Rules and several other books, will be speaking at this very special community event. The talk is designed to educate parents, students, staff, and all members of the Westport community on the vital connection between mind and body. Dr. Medina has brought his message to people throughout the world, and he feels that understanding how our brain works will help us become better parents, teachers, students, business leaders, and people. So don't miss his talk this Wednesday at 6 o'clock. Our school newspaper, Inklings, has been around for over 80 years. It's consistently winning regional and national awards for excellence. Here's a promo about all it has to offer soon.
Hi, we're from Inklings, and we're doing a promotion with a couple stores that if you go in between April 1st and April 8th and say that Inklings sent you get 10% off. So these are at Winged Monkey, Groove, Dress Code,
Tina Dragone, Bianca Boutique, and South Moon Under.
We hope to see you there!
There are journalism classes that are associated with Inklings. We did an informal survey. Let's find out if they are some of your favorite classes.
Hey Staples, we went around to ask people what their favorite class was. Here's what they said.
My favorite class at Staples was horticulture because I had it in the morning on Mondays, so I'd get to go in there and then have all this natural light coming in and get your hands really into some soil and dirt and everything. You just feel it around. Really.
My favorite class I'm taking is narrative film because it's really fun.
My favorite class I'm taking is design and tech because I like recycling.
My favorite class at Staples so far has been AP US History because the curriculum's really interesting and long.
I really like Lifetime Gym because I get to dance it out, you know?
My favorite class at Staples has been advanced journalism because I like writing.
My favorite class at Staples is intro to journalism because I like writing.
Yeah, I agree. I really like writing also.
Aubrey is my favorite class at Staples.
My favorite class is free.
Now you know what great classes Staples has to offer when you choose your schedule. Now let's throw it back to the host.
Regardless of what class you're in, favorite or not, you're probably using the Home Access Center app. But is that app more helpful or more stressful? We tried to find out.
Good morning, Staples. I'm Olivia, and this is Owen. And, Owen, why aren't you on your phone?
No, I'm just checking my grades on the Home Access app. It's just, I wanted to see what I got on the last test.
Isn't the Home Access app supposed to be really stressful for students?
I don't think it's that stressful.
Well, why don't we go to Staples students to check out what they think?
Apparently my opinion doesn't matter in this.
No, it doesn't.
I use Easy HAC, and it is a bit stressful having that all there because it's very immediate and But in the end, it's helpful, and I know I'm going to succeed in life, and I know I'm destined for great things, and so are you, so yeah.
I use the Home Access app just to check my grades and see what I need to improve on and if I'm missing any homeworks. I don't find it that stressful, but I don't use the GPA calculator.
So I use the Home Access Center app basically every day. It's a solid app.
Home Access app is helpful because you get to see your grades and see the assignments you're missing so you can take them home. And it is stressful in terms of the fact that you can access it easily so you're constantly checking it, but it's not any different than just going onto the computer really and checking it.
See, I told you so.
Well, I don't know. I still think it's kind of stressful for students. Why don't we go to Mr. Roshenko in the guidance office to see what he thinks about this? Really, no quirky remark there?
So the HAC apps, being in guidance, we've seen, I think the pros and cons of it as well. I think the app can at times be a distraction, when it's used too often. I think when students are kind of constantly on their phones, looking at their grades, have things changed, have teachers posted the work, what's my grade now? It can turn a little obsessive to the point of causing stress that maybe is not needed at that time. I think when it's used properly, to kind of do the occasional check-ins, maybe look at it before the weekend, or again, we're kind of getting close to the quarter and things are ending, you want to kind of see where you're ending up. It can be helpful, but I think overuse is actually causing a little more stress than what we'd like to see. And if it's kind of managed a little bit more, it can be beneficial, I think, to more students.
Well, it looks like this app is actually helpful.
And I guess you could say it could be stressful in some cases.
And now, back to the host.
My opinion still doesn't matter, though.
No, it doesn't.
We have a new segment on our show today. We're calling it Real Talk, and it's an editorial space for opinions and commentary. Here's Leah with our first Real Talk.
Good morning, Staples. My name is Leah Patterson, and this is Real Talk. This morning on Real Talk, we talk about the colleges. Seniors have been talking about colleges, and soon our juniors will be talking about colleges. But what about the colleges we don't talk about? HBCUs, or in longer version, historically black colleges and universities. Now, I know your question. Why is it important, and why should I care? HBUs started during the time of segregation, which provided non-white Americans who weren't accepted into white universities a place to learn and excel. UConn or Tulane or Syracuse is great all in all, but I provide you with the best possible reasons why you should consider applying to an HBCU. 1. Atmosphere. The black culture is something that in an HBCU like North Carolina A&T or Howard celebrates every day, including a shed on light of great music, great towns, and great overall experience. 2. Open-mindedness. Going to a school where the usual minority is now the majority can open your mind in the best way possible and give you a perspective on people you would have never thought to think of before. And finally, personal growth. This can provide your life with confidence, and being around a group of people who can boost your intelligence beyond the classroom is something everyone needs. So as you consider your colleges, you may find that an HBCU is right for you. I'll be back next week to enlighten you on some real talk. Now, back to Miley.
Thanks, Leah. If you have a commentary that you think would be appropriate for Good Morning Staples, please see us in the Media Lab during Period 8. We'll get to sports in a minute, but first, here's this week's tip to help you get ready for summer.
Hey Staples, last time we were here, we were telling you how to get your summer body ready. Now we want to tell you how to make plans with your friends. The first step to making your plans for summer is you need to know what the events that are happening around you are. And we're going to give you a list of what's happening near Westport. Now that you've figured out what you want to do, now it's time to ask a friend and family to go with you. And now that you have your friends and family with you, now it's just time to get out there and do it.
Thanks. Now let's find out what's happening in the world of sports.
Good morning, Staples. I'm Chet.
And I'm Elliot.
Those brackets of yours looked awfully good when you filled them out.
And then came Yale.
And Arkansas Little Rock.
Northern Iowa.
VCU.
Hawaii.
Stephen F. Austin.
And oh yeah, Middle Tennessee over Michigan State.
Brackets broken.
Last Thursday during Period 2 class, Mr. Klein laid down a challenge against the students.
They have an update on that tomorrow.
But we thought the administrators were being slighted, so last Wednesday we sought out their picks.
I will tell you who I think is going to win it all, though.
Who?
I think Michigan State's going to win it all.
R.J. Hunter for three! Ron Hunter has fallen off his stool!
We asked administrators their Final Four and finals picks.
Since I really don't follow any of that, I was told by Mrs. Addix, Kansas, Michigan State, North Carolina, and Oregon. So I'm going to go with that because she's the boss. Since I'm from the Midwest, I'm going to say Michigan State. Yay!
Kansas, North Carolina, Oregon, Michigan State. And Michigan State to take it all.
Shot. It's a good test for Michigan State. You're going to find out what they're made of.
Valentine with a quick triggered release.
My Final Four this year are Maryland, Michigan State, Oklahoma, and Kentucky.
And your final?
I've got Oklahoma beating Michigan State in the final.
All right, got to throw it deep.
2-point game.
Throw it deep.
Spangler, the former quarterback, gives it to Buddy. Half court for the win. It's on! It's gone! It's gone! It's gone!
Well, everything begins and ends with the North Carolina Tar Heels. So I have them making it to the final, beating Kansas, and Roy Williams will be cutting down the nets.
Well, it seems like the Michigan State picks weren't the best, and good luck to the rest of the teams. Now back to the host.
Our boys hockey team had an incredible season.
And though they fell just short of a state championship, we want to thank the team for a thrilling run.
You did our school proud and gave us an incredibly exciting end of the Staples winter sports season.
And now that the winter season is over, we turn the page.
To start, we've got a couple of previews of some spring sports teams.
First up, here's a look at our rugby team.
Here's a look at the boys rugby team here at Staples.
Gonna be you and me. Gonna be everything you ever dreamed. Wanna be who you need. Gonna be everything. Gonna be you and me. Gonna be everything you ever dreamed. Wanna be who you need. Gonna be everything.
The boys have a game today after school. Stop by and check it out. Now back to the host.
Good luck, guys.
Next, we check in on the boys outdoor track team.
Hey Jack, why should I sign up for Staples Track?
I signed up for Staples Track because at first I needed an off-season training, and Staples Track is a great way to get fit. And I also found that there's a rich legacy. The program has a rich legacy, and I wanted to be a part of that.
Well, we'd like to see as many people come out as possible because we have 18 different events: jumps, throws, relays, sprints, hurdles. We don't cut anybody. We keep everybody who keeps coming to practice. We try to find an event that is best suited for you. We try to move you along at your ability level. Everyone usually improves. And we've got a great history of the program, and we'd love to have everybody be part of that. We started practice this past Monday, and we're still taking team members. If you're still interested and you missed the opportunity to register, you can still do that. We'll open registration. We'll have it opened again, and we'll take new team members through the end of this week. If you've gone out for another sport and you get cut and you're still looking for a place to go, we'd love to have you join us. So.
Good luck to all our teams.
We look forward to covering your games this spring.
Now let's send it back to the anchor desk.
Thanks, that's all for us today. The Period 2 class will be back tomorrow with their show, and we'll be back next Wednesday. Good morning, Staples.